Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Commune. Last episode, I demonstrated that I've completely forgotten how to play my game well. I went down here to try to eliminate a bunch of infestations, and I just made the problem worse. And you know what? I realized something. Part of my problem was these plague hearts were causing so many plague zombies to be around that I could just never, ever get these infestations to clear out. So maybe what I really need to do is focus on the plague hearts instead. I think that's what I need to do. And so we'll start there with the plague hearts, which means I'll probably want to bring different equipment. So I've got some C4, for instance, that I can bring. Actually, maybe that's it. My character, what does he have? An oversized mallet. Let's actually get him something a little tougher, like a tank hammer. There we go. Got a tank hammer. And it's only 2 plague hearts. So I should probably be able to handle this. With just what I've got. Between the explosives. And I'm just trying to think, do I need to... Maybe I should bring a higher caliber weapon as well. So I've got multiple options. Like a Stormbringer, or a fighting rifle, or a grenade launcher. That might be a little bit much for a plague heart, mostly because you have to usually deal with them in close quarters. And I can't guarantee that that's what I'll want to do. So, oh hey, Smug Rainbow Pony just subscribed. Awesome. I'm glad when people subscribe. That's the best. Let's see. Oh, I think I've actually got... I don't have a great suppressor. But I've got a suppressor. So let's... Well, actually, now we're just trying to do a bunch of damage to a plague heart, right? So I should probably put a break on this thing. Put a break on it. There we go. Okay. So this guy is loaded for bear. He's also got gunslinging, which will help against those screamers. Now all he needs... Well, actually, one other thing he should grab is this. And a mine. Why not? One thing he needs is a car. So I completely destroyed my car last time. So let's deliver a car from one of our... Ooh, let's grab the Ultimate Edition car. I forgot which one that is. Oh, right. This guy. Dragon Puncher says, wait, an MGL M32? Can I actually find that weapon in the game? Yep, I didn't mod or anything. Like, that really is... I just found that weapon randomly in the game. So that is a real thing. It's just very rare. All of the grenade launchers are very, very, very rare. You're lucky to find one. And so if you find a different grenade launcher, chances are you're probably not going to find that one. Yes! Okay, I have an idea. Since I was complaining about destroying my last car, how about I don't destroy this car immediately? Let's go ahead and avoid zombies, just like I was at the end of the last video when my car was on fire. So, okay, so I want to kill... Looking at my bounties, I want to kill plague zombies. Really? I want to kill plague zombies with ranged attacks. I want to kill zombies with a suppressed weapon while crouched. And I want to kill armored zombies with a revolver. I'm not doing that right now. I don't have a revolver. I brought a revolver on my last trip, and I ran into one armored zombie, and a follower killed them. So, whatever. So, if this goes right, then maybe the name of this episode should be The Problem is the Plague Hearts. Because I think that, like, you remember, like, last episode, I was struggling to make anything happen with these infestations. Every time I started fighting an infestation, I would just get swarmed in plague zombies. Now, I don't actually know for certain that the... Oh, wow. Okay, if I had a revolver, that would be where to deal with it. I don't know for certain that the number of ambient zombies goes up with the plague hearts. Like, it could just be that they're not just... It could be that they're swapping out, basically, regular zombies for plague zombies. I don't know if they're just adding them. If they're adding them, then what I'm doing here is definitely a good move. Of course, plague zombies tend to show up in hordes, they don't really tend to show up as solitary zombies. So just the fact that they spawn in hordes might have been making their numbers really, really high. Oh, hi. I'd like to get out of my car. Thanks. All right. That's what we're here to do. A nice dodge, zombie. All right.
Okay, time for a close encounter.
So I think this guy's in here. There he is. All right. So we're going to be ready with our C4 if we need to drop it. Unfortunately, this guy is not a powerhouse. Crap. Get me out of here. Ha ha ha! Oh, whoa. Frickin' Feral was only knocked silly by the explosion. He didn't actually die. Oh, hey, that might be... Oh, okay, I can't really carry any of this stuff because I brought so much equipment with me. So, my last experience with all of those infestations going horribly basically made me paranoid, and so I brought way too much gear. Well, we can drop that off anyway. And, okay, we got... Okay, I thought there were only 2 plague hearts here. There are 3. And one of them is right up here. Dragon Puncher Eli says this game needs more cannibalism. This game has cannibalism at all. Count your blessings. We weren't going to make an entire game about cannibalism. The evil chicken wonders if we can buff Camp Kalinqua. Because he's complaining, and I think, you know, fairly so, that it's a base that's got a lot of space, but we don't actually let you build on a lot of the space. And that is a reasonable complaint. That's actually something we grappled with a lot, which was, you know, sometimes the process of, you know, building the art for a base, it's really easy for that to get a little bit divorced from the mechanical needs of the base. Okay, gosh. All right. Hold on. Okay, that didn't do it. Let's see if a dynamite will do it. Dynamite's got a long fuse. Wow, that other one went really differently. Wow, okay. I think did I damage that other plague heart before or something? Because that first plague heart went a lot easier than this one is. Where are you all going? Okay, let's try a pipe bomb. Is there a back door into here? No. Okay, I have to go in the front. All right. Couldn't remember. Dang! Well, now I'm glad I over-equipped myself, because turns out I wasn't over-equipped. That was the right amount of equipment that was necessary to take down that heart. Got some fuel, an M1A. All right, sure. Plague samples. Actually, I should probably contrive a way to bring that fire with me. Whatever. Okay, back to the car. I'll drop this thing off. Yay, plague samples. We'll go for that third heart. And then I think this neighborhood will be covered. Right? Oh no, there's Oh, there's one down there, too. Somewhere over here, there's another play card. I don't know if I've got the gear that it'll take. But we'll see. Oh, wow. Smug Rainbow Pony wrote something really long, and I didn't stop to read it. Smug, I will read whatever you said and whoever, whatever other people said around you soon. Okay. This is a problem. I don't actually know where I'm going, and I almost got stuck in a dead end surrounded by bloaters, which would have been hilarious. So what do I have? I've got... Okay, I think it's probably time to break out the Stormbringer to help take this one down. Let's also put a mine here, just for no good reason. That was a terrible reason. Oh, wait, how did that... Okay, I don't know why that happened, but... Stop it! Oh, there's a freaking feral in here! Okay. Can I... Oh, nope. That's gonna hit me, isn't it? Okay, good. That was poorly done. Alright, let's heal a little bit first. Let's... You know what? I want to go... What am I gonna do? Okay. Oh, there's the feral. Hi. Okay. I want to get inside here. There we go. That's everybody. More food. Oh, and a fake A-47, though. I love those. Sure, why not? Getting all the guns here. That's nice. Oh, wait. But before I go anywhere, I'm going to read what Smoke Rainbow Pony said. And, oh, there's a few other people here who are talking, too. Let's see here. So Auto PG says you need to play on lethal more often. Take one for the team. I mean, once I've completed all my Nightmare Legacies, that is what I'm planning to do. I am planning to switch to lethal, and I'm planning to die. Like that. So far, that's been all I've been capable of on lethal. So it'll be funny. Dragon Puncher is recommending Heartland, which that's another thing. I think I've suggested that before, that I might take a little bit of a break between Nightmare and Lethal to play some Heartland. That feels like an appropriate difficulty step. I don't know. So Smoke Rainbow Pony asks, and I haven't read this yet, it says, if I may ask a thematic question with maybe a touch of mechanics. You mentioned in a previous stream a while ago now that State of Decay was, among other things, about figuring out a way to make a sustainable societal system in a zombie-infested landscape. Your game objectives are often driven with your base and collective in mind, but the bulk moment-to-moment is personal progression and protection. What do you personally think is thematically missing to reinforce the idea of building a society in this game? Or maybe I'm just wrong. Oh, no, you're not wrong. What the? No! I'm just trying to go out a window I can't go out. No, that's not what I wanted to... Stop it! I'm trying to jump out a window! A whole feral pack on me right when I'm... And I accidentally... Okay. I accidentally throw a firecracker while I'm trying to escape from danger. That's not helpful at all. Okay, this character is a gunslinger. I should be able to get out of this okay once I've got my wits about me. Like that, for instance. I should probably not be making so much noise. Who else? Sorry, I swear I will answer your question, Smug. I'm just very nervous all of a sudden. There we go. one more. Guess I might as well get myself some bounty credit here. There we go. Okay, that feral's around here somewhere. I'm treed by a feral. This is great. Maybe that's the title of this video, Treed by a Feral. Can't really see the feral in this shot, unfortunately. I want to get him in the shot. Where is he? Where is that guy? I can hear him. I can't see him. Oh, well, I didn't mean to get down. Oh, there he is. Hi. Come here. Where are you? I'm trying to get a good shot of you. There you are. Maybe that'll work. Anyway, so yeah, Smoke Rainbow Pony. I think you basically nailed the thing that I think is part of our biggest problem, which is that we want this to be a game about people, but now there's a million juggernauts here. I'm so sorry, Smug. Like, I keep getting into worse and worse trouble. And I'm too distracted to answer your question. It's a great question. It's an amazing question. There we go. We got the feral now. No, I don't want to... Okay, well, at least that guy's cleared an obstacle for me. Okay, I need to lead them away from the car. Now that there's no ferals to chase me anymore, I should be able to get them over here. Okay, yes. All right. I might have enough distance from the car now. Whoa, gosh! No. Okay, I don't even care if they damage the car. I'm just happy to be in it. No. Okay, that guy's gonna take that door. There's nothing I can do about it. It's another juggernaut! What the heck is up with the Nightmare Zone? Okay, okay. I just want to get somewhere. I mean, I don't have to be somewhere safe, just somewhere a little less juggernauty than that was. Juggernauty. There's a word for you. Okay, I guess I can't jump up on that for some reason. I just want to jump up on something. Feel moderately safe for a moment. Oh, this is an infestation. I've decided to stand near an infestation to feel safe. Because I'm very smart. You know what? You know what? No. The Screamer. Oh, of course, there's another Screamer. What the? There's just rando Screamers in... Those aren't even the ones associated with the infestation. They're just here to annoy me. Stop it. Okay, I've got almost no bullets left. There's still a Screamer in there. I don't think those guys even counted. There he is. Stop it. There. Okay, now there's just 8 zombies to kill.
That's it for my ammo.
Great. His number of zombies just went up. Dang it! I mean, that's why I have Cure.
What's all of that?
Come on. 2 zombies left. Let's get him before another horde runs in here. Finally! Finally, we did it! Okay, let's go over here where no zombies will see me, and let's answer Smug Rainbow Pony's question. Ugh. So, okay. Yes, La Coalición, I will also get to your concern in just a second. Smug Rainbow Pony, I think that you have hit the nail on the head. I think that one of the biggest problems with State of Decay 2's attempts to achieve its own goals is that we want to be a game that's about people. We want to be a game that's about managing human problems, leadership problems, community problems, but most of the mechanics we built are about stuff. They're about things that you build, things that you collect, tools that you equip, and we've got mechanics that are about building people up and skills and things like that. But that they end up being a smaller part of the game, and a less important part of the game than the stuff. I think that's a problem. And so that is actually one of the things we talk about internally. And again, I'm not making any specific declarations about what we would do in the future, but we do talk about that a lot internally. That's a miss that we've made. We set this goal, but we didn't really hit it. And so, so in the future, I would not be surprised if we put more effort into trying to make the human beings that you're dealing with more of an important part of the strategy and the simulation. We're looking for ways that we could, make the humans more important in State of Decay 2, and we're also just, throughout the future of the franchise, whatever that contains, that is another thing that we are thinking about. Again, not making any specific promises. A lot of these problems are difficult problems that will take time to solve, and we do not know all the solutions yet. But I think I don't know. I really wanted to give you an answer because that's one of the most insightful comments somebody has made about our plans for State of Decay 2 in a really long time. I think you really hit the nail on the head, and I just really wanted to sort of credit you with nailing a problem that we also think is a serious problem. I feel like that it demonstrates that you really sort of understand what this game is supposed to be, what we want this game to be, and sort of how and the distance we have yet to cross. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have any specific solutions to offer you. I mean, I've got some in my head, but I don't want to sit around trying to basically write checks that I don't know if I can cash. So I'm not going to sort of describe potential solutions, but I think that's a really big deal. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I was probably a really unsatisfying answer. Like I didn't give you any details that would be important. I didn't give you any theories about what we could do, like none of the juicy stuff. But hopefully just the acknowledgement that you are absolutely correct will be satisfying enough. In the meantime, by the way, La Coalición also asked me to check something out back at base. I just unlocked the MP5 SD. I don't have it with me, but he suspects that there may be a translation issue with that in Spanish, and so I'm gonna go check that out and see if we can work out what it says and what it ought to say in Spanish. So Guillermo is not getting out of that situation unscathed, but he is successful, and that's a step up over what happened before. Oh, crap. Just a second. Oh, it's just a spam call? Nope. I thought that somebody important was calling me, but it's just some kind of spam thing, so never mind. I was going to, take a whole break and talk to, if it was somebody important, I was going to talk to them and come back and have to edit that segment out, but nope, it was nothing. So I got 37 seconds to get into base so we don't waste ammo.
I know this looks bad, but we have to fight him off.
Let's drop this stuff off. Let's drop all these guns off. Wait, what was that? Hey, you get out of here. All right, the rest of you can come in. That's fine.
That won't work.
Okay, the zombie got in the way. I need to quit wasting this expensive ammo.
I'm sure glad to be part of this team.
Oh, okay. So Coalition says that actually the problem was not with the actual gun, the MP5SD. It was with the bounty, and it was actually a bounty for a different gun. But yeah, so it was the bounty that said, the one that I actually just completed, that said that you needed to kill zombies stealthily while crouched. And basically, we were trying to be really clear about it because I think the first time that we wrote that bounty, we just said, kill zombies stealthily. And the way we detect that you're killing zombies stealthily is, number one, we check to see if you're using a suppressor, and number two, we check to see if you're crouched. And if we check both of those two things, then you're definitely killing the zombie stealthily. The problem was, when we originally said, kill zombies stealthily, if somebody used a suppressor, but they were on their feet, they would think that should count, and it wouldn't count. And that makes sense. I mean, it absolutely makes sense to interpret it that way. That's a completely... in fact, that would be a completely reasonable qualification. The problem is we didn't actually have the ability to differentiate between killing a zombie while crouched with, like, a melee weapon, which is how you kill the zombie, you know, to get a stealth kill, versus killing a zombie with a suppressor. We couldn't say either this or this will qualify, and so we had to kind of like basically make both of them true at once. And so yeah, it's complicated. It just has to do with the way the data was structured within the bounties. So we ended up just needing to have a little bit of a complicated qualification, but that meant we had to have a complicated description. And it's very easy for that, you know, for those very precise, complicated descriptions to not translate well. So I would not be surprised if there was a translation issue there. Cogs asked me if I ever use the stimulants in the game. Not really. Mostly, again, for the same reason that I don't use all kinds of stamina items. I just don't think of it. That's basically it. Oh, is this clear out the remaining... We're not done with the siege yet. Where's this last zombie? Okay, here's somebody. Oh, you know what? I saw a crawler zombie just outside the walls. This base is weird. Most of our bases, the volume that says you're in the base or you're out of the base is perfectly aligned with the walls. But this one, it comes out as far as the parking lot. So that zombie counts as being inside the base. I'd forgotten about that. The reason I thought of that is because I noticed that when I drove up in this car, it credited me as coming home, when normally I only get credited with coming home when I actually come in through the door of the base. But yeah, I think that counts as a successful run. I mean, there's definitely still stuff left to do. I mean, the goal that I set originally at the beginning of this stream was to take out these four infestations and a few others. I still have the infestations. So I've done 2 episodes now. I've still got the infestations. So one could think of that as a failure. I also don't have any more materials than I used to have, which is another thing where, you know, the whole purpose that I had was in doing this. Let's see here. My whole purpose in doing this was to try to get materials, because that entire neighborhood is full of like warehouses and stuff, and I wanted to like loot this for materials, loot that for materials, loot that for materials, and actually I guess I can do that already. But yeah, that was one of the reasons I wanted to take out these infestations. That and the fact that infestations are just bad. So I guess it's gonna have to wait until next session for me to get all of that done. Let me look at the chat a little bit more. Marco Mako wants to know my thoughts on people using mods on our game. Go for it, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if you're using a mod to harass another player, like if you're using a mod to sort of like, you want to invite people into your game so that you can mess with them using a mod, that's a problem. Griefing, I don't have any patience for. But just modding the game, making the game different because you want to play it differently, that's great. Like, we have no problem with that at all. We haven't put much time into explicitly supporting mods, which is something that some games do. We haven't. We would like to do it someday. Like, it's not a thing that we've decided that we never want to do. We've just been prioritizing the stuff that we make, while letting other people, make mods on their own time. We figured that was actually probably the most efficient use of everyone's time, at least for the moment. So we haven't put in explicit mod support like some games do, but implicit mod support, where we're just like, yeah, do what you want. I mean, that's totally the attitude that we take. Oh, let's see. Oh, so La Coalition suggests that one thing that might be fun is being able to use currency to recruit people from the network. Because we can recruit Red Talon characters with prestige, and so it would make sense if there were network recruits. That is something I've been thinking about for a long time. I've got ideas for how I would want to make network recruits work. Coalition is suggesting that maybe they could bring in skills from Heartland. I don't know if that necessarily.
Sounds like somebody's in trouble.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I don't know if we would necessarily do that exact thing, but definitely just having there be network characters in the game who you can recruit, who have some mechanical and thematic distinction from Red Talon characters would absolutely be really cool. I would love to do that. So, yeah, that's. I mean, I'm not on the team anymore. I don't set the priorities, but that is definitely something. I mean, I think that there is a card on our idea board that is specifically saying we'd like to do this at some point. But I might have even, I think I even wrote up some tentative design notes on it, like what I would do. Now, it wouldn't be up to me, so it wouldn't be, those notes would not be used. Somebody else would design it. But yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, Type Metal, yeah, I saw that message. I haven't responded to it yet just because I've been distracted by other things. But I appreciate that. I can't guarantee I'll say yes, but I'll have a look at it a little bit later. Oh, yeah, so Zedric says that one thing that they'd really like to see is being able to harvest glands from bloaters and craft things out of them in the main game. So in Heartland, there's a mechanic where you can harvest these glands from bloaters and use them to craft stuff that you use to fight the plague wells. And yeah, I would love to do that. That sounds great. In fact, that actually was in our original plan. We were, when we brought plague bloaters over into the lethal zone, we actually did consider trying to do that, and we only cut it for time. It was just trying to, because the game, it's basically two different game modes, and there's a lot of mechanics that are explicitly kept separate between Heartland and the regular game, and so it would have been work to bring it over, and it would have been work to test it and make sure that it was all working right. And so we didn't do it just because we really wanted to ship Lethal Zone. People were eager for it. All the people who were complaining about the Green Zone really needed to have their own difficulty level, and so we were eager to ship Lethal, and so we decided to ship it without that. And now, it's not crazy to think we might add it at some point in the future. It's definitely on the list of possible things. But we've been prioritizing other stuff over it. But yeah, I totally see. Yeah, I agree. It would have been cool if we had had sort of the time to include that. And I know it's always tough to hear me say like, oh yeah, we thought about doing that, but we just cut it for time, because I mean, in one sense, we make up our own schedule, right? Like, we decide when the updates come out. And so it's not like somebody's forcing us to ship things at a certain time and giving us limited time. But at the same time, like, each of you, you've got your own favorite ideas of things you'd love for us to put in the game. But that's a different list from everyone else. And ultimately, at some point, we always do have to draw a line somewhere. It's like, yes, we could add more and more and more things to the game. But, like right now, I know that there's a lot of people who are very, very tired of waiting for update 30. And I feel you. And I definitely understand where you're coming from. And the problem is, if we did add all of those things, every update would become sort of a long delayed update, like update 30. And we don't want every update to be that. So we do have to draw lines at some point. So that was just one of those lines we ended up drawing. La Coalición, I doubt we'll ever add the RV that people have found. Like somebody asked me about that earlier. There's an RV. There's actually a wingless plane. There's a bunch of vehicles we never actually used that were just made as experiments basically. I don't think the odds are high that they would necessarily come into the game. I think that like for instance, they didn't get. I think they were made before Dan Mode did his tuning pass on the vehicles, and they haven't received that tuning pass. And so like there's work that would have to go into those vehicles to make them align with other vehicles in the game and make us feel like they're ready for us to put our names on them and say, yep, this vehicle is good, this vehicle's ready. People modding them in and playing with them is fine. Feel free to do that. But we haven't really signed off on those vehicles being ready for prime time, and so it would take some work for we're not just gonna just flip a switch and they're in. I mean, we would need to retune them. We would need to make sure that they're really usable, and we would also need to put spawn points for them throughout the game. Every spawn point for vehicles has specific vehicles that can spawn there, and we would need to go back through all 5 maps, all 6 maps, and integrate them into the maps. And so that actually is a really significant amount of work. And so, mod all you want, but I think that's one where we probably, chances aren't super high. Smug Rainbow Pony appreciates my little tiger friend here. Yes, I'm proud of him too. And no, Mr. Xbox Series X, as I said, Series S, as I said at the end of the last video, I'm not taking any baits on State of Decay 3. I'm not going to answer any questions about it. Sorry. And on that note, there's a subscribe button, and we're going to wrap up this episode. The next episode is going to go here, and I'm going to go try to do it right now because I really want to kill those infestations.